John, it's been rapid progress with Tommy in many ways, considering where he started and where he is now. Are you happy with where we are now?
Absolutely, Steve. You know, he's only had 10 junior bouts and amateur, slowly but surely with him, you know, and he's making great progress. He's training hard. You know, he's learnt such a lot in these 6 pro fights in such a short time, you know. But obviously, COVID-19, we never did much for a year and a half, like everybody else never. But you know what, I'm happy with the progress we're making, you know, and he's showing a lot of promise.
The stuff we've seen when he's been under the lights in the fights on BT, that's one thing. But you've seen the other stuff. You've seen the sparring sessions. You've seen the hard sparring sessions. What have they been like? And have you pushed him in those a little bit, John?
To be honest with you, I want to know what they've got, because boxing's the hardest sport in the world, and you've got to have everything. You've got to tick every box, especially the fight business. So if you get the sparring right and get the best sparring you possibly can get and sink them in there and tell them, right, do your thing, and they come out the other side and they're still learning, you know, because we do a day where you'll get a good boxer, you'll do rounds with a good boxer to speed his work up and get his boxing technique perfect, and then we'll get him with the bulldogs of the game, the strong men, the rough, tough guys that's throwing punches from all angles, they're leaning all over you, they're pushing you, they're pressing you, you know, they're making you work constantly. And if you can learn from that, which he is doing, you're going places.
Are you pushing him, John?
Yeah, I'm pushing him. Of course I am. Without push in people, what are you going to do? Let them take the time and let them do this and let them do that. We're on a mission to win stuff, especially belts, you know. I know he's busy in his other careers, what he does. He's a busy man, but when I say to him, when you come in the gym, forget that.
Leave that at the door.
You come in this gym like you haven't got a penny in the world, hungry as hell. Let's work, 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 but sensible work, learning work. But you know, I'm covering all grounds here with him. And I'm doing a good job, you'll say yourself, because I'm the kind of man, Steve, if I thought I couldn't do the job and I was lacking in something, I'd let somebody else take him over. But you get all these high-paid men, this, that and the other, supposed to be this, supposed to be that. I've seen them all working over the years I've been in this game, Steve. You know, I've been in it a long time like yourself. And they know less than what I do when it comes down to it. I know the job because I've been a fighter myself. I've been knocked out. I've had good hidings. I've known winning and losing. You know, I know what it's like on all occasions. Out the ring, hard life. In the ring, and hard life. You know, so yeah, I tick all the boxes. And if people can't learn off a man like me, you're not going to learn off nobody. Because some of these people have got a day job, they work in an office and they're doing boxing training for night time. I've done this all my life.
This is your life.
This is my life. I fit it in with eat, drinking, sleeping. You know, when I'm not working, I'm in here with these. I'm perfecting them.
Is there a danger though, John, that you're that close? You know, you're his dad, you're with him all the time. Do you ever step back? Is there anybody you consult, anybody you just talk to, anybody in the training team who you might just ask them a question? What do they think? What do they think? No,
because at the end of the day, they've not got the experience I have. Look at Joe Calzaki and his dad. They weren't a bad duo, was they? Inseparable. Yeah. And now with the passing of Enzo, Joe's still distraught because he was not only his father, he was his friend, his mentor, his educator. Without Enzo, Joe would be nothing.
Now Enzo and Joe, famously, you brought the subject up, they famously used to have a lot of rows. They'd fall out. Joe would walk away from the gym and Enzo would have to walk home. Then in the corner they have loads of screaming and shouting matches. Have you ever had that with Tommy? I know you've had it with the big lad, Tyson, but have you ever had it with Tommy?
We had one last week. I think he went to his girlfriend's mother's wedding and I told him not to go. I said, we're in camp. So I said, if you're going to do that, I'm out of here. And I went for 2 days. But it takes me 2 days to calm down because all these people, they don't know nothing about the fight game. The reality TV people, they know nothing about where I'm coming from. But it upsets me because you can only do one thing in the boxing world, perfect what you're training to do. They don't call it training for no, they don't say, all right, be here today and go for a party, then come back.
It's not called rehearsal, is it?
It's not rehearsal. And when you're in there on the night with them big bright lights and everybody there wants to see you get KO'd and everybody's doing this and doing that, shouting abuses, you need to be on top of your game, don't you? And he's on top of his game, with me he is anyway, because I wouldn't stand it. If he didn't want to train like I want to train, I'd say, there's the door, go through it. I'm out of here.
In Telford, he got a bit of stick. He was a bit of abuse, him and his partner.
There
was quite a lot. Now, first of all, how do you think he dealt with that? And secondly, what did you think of that?
I thought he dealt with that impeccably, magnificent from a kid. Because he was saying some hurtful stuff, rude stuff, Things I'd not heard that in a boxing show, Steve, ever. Yeah. Because we're living in those times now where respect has gone out the window. and people get tanked up and they don't care what they say, do they? No. And they don't
get a bit
care where
brave,
they are.
don't they?
They don't care where they are neither. You know, so he handled it all, took it in his stride, and I was walking to the ring with him and saying, listen, I heard the abuse, said keep calm, block it all out, concentrate on him in there. Yeah. He's trying to take your head off. These are going to wind you up. Yeah. These ain't going to take your brains, they're just going to wind you up. Him in there, focus on him. And that's what he did. He won on a bad night, Tommy. Yeah. And that's what champions in the making do, win on bad nights.
So he's going out to America. He's going to have this fight in America on the same night as Jake Paul. First of all, the American fight, what do you think that would do to Tommy, his career? How do you think he'll enjoy it? Will he revel it? Will it be something he loves, being out there in America, big crowd, big noise?
To me, this is an enjoyable time for Tommy. You know, it's a time where he can go out and have a laugh. He's under no immediate present danger. Yeah. The kid won't be good enough for that. But it's just, we're in the world of gimmick boxing, exhibition, stage shows, everything's it's a pantomime really. So what do you do when you go to a pantomime? Enjoy the bloody thing, don't you? And this is what it is. It's a pantomime. It's a stage job. Enjoy it, innit? And if you can knock the crap out of him, get on with it. But yeah, he'll enjoy it and he'll love it. He'll broaden his outlook.
Jake Paul, I'll throw something at you. I don't think he's a comedy act. I know he's come from that side, the gimmick side, the YouTube side, the millions and trillions of followers and all that. And I know he says some things that are fairly unpleasant. But he's 3-0. He trains hard. He's got the dimensions. He's got the youth on his side. I don't find him as much of a comedy as many people do.
Well, anybody who can jump off a 300-foot bridge with a piece of cord around the leg, the brave kids out there. So at the end of the day, yeah, he's 6 foot tall. He's 14 stone and thereabouts. Trains like a demon, like he does. And even though he's a YouTuber, he loves the fight game. He loves everything around it. And good luck to him. But like I say, you've got to be used to it. Yeah. You've got to know what you're doing. And the minute you come up against a top-class fighter in the making, you'll get found wanting. Yeah. And it's whether, when they get under pressure properly, to get proper with trained athletes, what to respond like. But like I say, so far so good for him. He's done no wrong. He's got millions of Instagram followers. People love him, you know. And if we can get part of that, all so be it. Good.
And you talked there about what's going to happen when Jake Paul's put under pressure. Is he going to panic? Well, it's the same with Tommy, because he had that limited amateur experience. He's got you and he's had you and he's been around his brothers, he's fighting brothers and he's fighting cousins. But that's not in the ring. What's going to happen when Tommy's put under pressure? What's going to happen on that particular occasion?
I've seen Tommy under pressure before, long before this occasion and any other occasion. If Tommy couldn't handle the pressure, we wouldn't be having this conversation now. He wouldn't even be in boxing. He'd be over there in the Love Island job and the reality TV stuff doing his thing. He'd probably be a model, because I wouldn't have it. If they can't cope with the pressure and they've got a nuts problem and an art problem, get out the fight game. I said, you got to, when you've been splattered and you're tasting your own blood, you've got to get a buzz off it. And if you're not getting a buzz off tasting your own blood, get out the fight game. These have been tested time and time again. He'll not fold under pressure. He's like his brother Tyson. I haven't bred nothing what'll quit. And I'll tell you, there's no quitting any Fury. You never seen a quit in me. I might have got stopped a few times.
Never.
But I was always on the front foot, wasn't I, Steve?
Always trying.
Always on the front foot.
Always went down swinging.
Fury DNA on the cap, on the strides, that's us. But let me tell you something. All of them, what's come out of my nuts, there's no cowards. They're all game men. They'll all fight till they die. And I want people to remember that. And the boxers were our boxers. They're going all the way. Tyson's all the way. Will not get beat. I'm telling you that now, because I've not seen the man to take Tyson, and Tommy's going to follow in his footsteps. Keep watching. Keep the haters hating. Keep the lovers loving. And let's enjoy. God bless Steve. God bless you.
Top boy, John.